Hey
Yo,
Keith,
what's
what's up,
up?
man?
What's going on?
Good to see you
How you doing?
again. I'm doing good. Doing
Good.
good, man. You know, I'm really excited about this docu-series. I had a screener, but I didn't watch it because
Oh,
I watched some of it. I watched some of it. But I
right.
want to enjoy it, when we go to the premiere. So
Got to.
yeah, but what is the takeaway? What do you want people to walk away with when they watch this series about Run DMC?
Well, it's not about Run DMC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want people to, well, that's a great question. One of the best questions ever. It's not about Run DMC. It's about our responsibility to our culture that we call hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
50 years of hip hop. We just getting started. We ain't finished yet. All we did over the last 50 years was prove that we could sell some records in the music business industry. But
Right.
what made Run DMC so great? Run DMC represented hip hop from every angle and every possible expression of the culture. What I mean by that, we didn't let the show business entertainment change us or compromise the integrity for which this culture was first created.
Yeah.
Jay's DJing, we MCing, it's the audience, all of that is first.
Yeah.
And that's why we were able to get the money and do all of that. But even when that happened, we never changed who. When I say we are, I'm talking about our people. If you
Right.
listen to Adidas, we took the beat from the street and put it on TV.
Right.
We didn't create it. We wanted to make sure that Busy Bee, Starsky, the Cold Crush, the Fantastic Five, and the Crash Crew would say, these guys right here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, and I was just explaining to somebody, Run DMC is hip hop within the music business. Now, what's happening with hip hop right now? If Chuck, what I'm trying to say is, if you see somebody rapping over their beat that they recorded in the studio and they put it out on records and they're on stage and TV doing it, that's not hip hop.
Oh.
That's somebody rapping over a beat that they recorded. When you see Ali Shaheed and Q-Tip and Fife with the turntables back there rhyming them records that they made on the in the studio, that's hip hop. When you see Chuck, Tretch and Vinny and KG turn to, that's hip hop.
Yeah.
So the difference between rappers in the music business who are now doing music business recording stuff and hip hop coming in the building, you record what we do as hip hop. So
Yeah.
for Run DMC, from day one, even as the pioneers, we're not pioneers, we're just the representatives. The true pioneers is everybody before rappers delight. Those
Right.
boys and girls that created this culture. Now, people, they say, we know hip hop started before y'all, but y'all created. No, Run DMC just created it the right way in the music business. The true pioneers is everybody before rappers delight. So what me, Run, and Jay did, we knew we had a responsibility to the Grand Wizard Theater and the Fantastic Four that if we gonna go on TV, if we gonna go on stage, if we gonna make these videos, we better have two turntables, a microphone, records. Jay better really be cut, and we better be rhyming. So
Yeah.
that's what made Run DMC. And even as it changed, even in the 90s, when Down with the King came out, wasn't new, Pox fans and Biggie fans, this and that. So these fans heard of us from their fathers and mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers. But
Right.
when they saw us, it still was new to them because their people don't even do it.
Right. Right.
So what I want people to take from the video is the responsibility, the greater responsibility that we have to our culture. Nobody's doing it. Eminem, when he inducted us into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, before he went out there and did his speech to induct it, told me and Jay, rest in peace, nobody will do it, ever do it like y'all did.
Yeah.
And all we did was Mo and Theodore and Charlie Chase was doing in front of people. Now, all these people I just mentioned, nobody know about them,
Yeah.
but you do know about them because of me running Jay.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
I don't care. I'm 59 now. When I'm 75, I'm gonna come out there and do what the Cold Crush did. And those new kids 10 years from now are gonna see me and say, this old man is something else. Because it's always new. What we say, it's never old school, it's all brand new. So everybody catch the boogaloo flu. It's not like a fever, not like a fever, not like a cold. The beats are ill, the rhymes are bold. Like, so it's never old school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? People forget Melly Mel is not just famous because of the message.
Right.
If you go to YouTube right now and punch in Flash, Mel, and Scorp Kill It 1978, punch that in, you will hear Melly Mel and Scorpio, Mr. Ness, rhyming over Aerosmith's Walk This Way with an echo chamber. Yes, yes, yo, my name is DMC. All of this stuff that we did was a representation of who we really, and when I say we, who us hip-hop kids really are. And that was the dynamic. So when they saw it, when Jermaine Dupri saw it, oh my God, what's this? When they saw it in Philly, oh my God, what's this? That's the thing that enabled us to make it this far.
When I looked at you go to your old home, you point to your bedroom and you describe who you were, I got shivers because I was like, he's describing me. Yep. And you know, we're both into comics. We both draw. I got all my old comics I used to draw. And right. I thought about it because my boy was like, yo, you're the biggest Run DMC fan I know. And I said, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, Run DMC empowered me.
Exactly.
Shy kid, a shy kid from Delaware.
Wow.
And helped me change. And so did the comics too.
You find who you are and not be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
So yeah. When you look at the Walk This Way video, when Steven Tyler knocks down the wall and separating us. I've been to South Sudan. I've been to South Sudan. In Russia and Ukraine in the same tour. To this day, from 86 till now, everywhere I go, when Steven Tyler took down the mic and knocked down that wall, it didn't just happen in the video, it happened in the world. It really happened. So what Run DMC did was, like, we took the beat from the street and put it on TV. So the kid that lives in Beverly Hills and the kid that lives in Newark, New Jersey, the Beverly Hills kid, his father's rich as hell, and he's probably the CEO of the studio. The kid in Newark, New Jersey is fucking homeless, stealing cars, trying to make it. But when hip-hop came to both of them, all of those circumstances went to the wayside. So they both could sit down. And when MTV, which was very influential in the success of hip-hop, let's keep it real. Why? Because MTV put us, Chucky, our hip-hop culture in everybody's living room, even the living rooms that didn't want us in there. And those little white kids and those little Asian kids and those little Jewish kids had exposure to this hip-hop culture, which created the Beastie Boys and Eminem and J. Cole. Whoa. So Run DMC, through our whole progress, had a responsibility to represent that, so that I don't care how much money we get in this hip-hop thing, you can never forget who and why. And that was Run DMC's. It was thrust upon us because the way we came out the box. When we came out the box, everybody looks at a rock box and Walk This Way as the game changers. And Adidas too, because of what we made a record about our sneakers, and I don't even play basketball. I got a sneaker deal like Jordan.
Right.
But people forget what sucker MCs did.
Man, listen.
I talked to Nas. I talked to No. The most pivotal moment, one of the most pivotal moments in hip-hop was that sucker MCs drop.
Absolutely.
It was just the beat and us. And this dude rhyming about going to fucking school.
Yeah.
Like he ain't rhyming about drugs. He talking about school and chicken and collard greens. That was so powerful. So once Run DMC did that and it worked, we knew that we had to keep that going on, because that was the thing that was going to bring us all together. When you look at everybody in this documentary, it's Bun B, it's Ice-T, it's Tom Morello. What the hell? But it's that thing that's our truth.
Right. Okay. Now, I asked you this a while ago, but I'm gonna ask you it again. Are you opposed to still, at least, a biopic? Are you opposed to a biopic?
No, not at all. Not a matter of fact, we're talking about 2 biopics.
Oh, wait now. I just want to say, when I asked you this a while ago, Straight Outta Compton came out, and you guys.
Well, I didn't want to jump on the biopic bandwagon.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
You know what? After the documentary aired, you could tell a story. There's so many stories in the Run DMC biopic, though.
Right.
So
Yeah.
what's after this airs, what segment are you going to take out of this to do the biopic?
Yeah.
You can't tell D-Me's running this and that. That's impossible to tell. So a little teaser is maybe we'll do a biopic focusing on the Raising Hell years. That'll be
Yeah.
very
Good. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
We got a few minutes left, but MC Light has a very profound quote. She talks about, evolving, not being afraid. You got to be courageous as time goes on. And she ends off, she says, those who decide not to wind up in this moment, they're in the moment before. Talk about Run DMC's change, from more or less from the 80s to the 90s and throw in there the Pete Rock part,
Yes.
impact Pete.
Oh, Pete Rock. It's funny. You're related to more of the people you come in contact with than you know. Now, in the 80s, people say Run DMC by doing Walk This Way with Aerosmith brought them back. Oh, everybody. Steven Tyler says that. Joe Perry, they all admit it. Yes, that's true. The very same thing that Run DMC did for Aerosmith, Pete Rock did for Run DMC with Down with the King. Hip hop was changing. The 90s was a new era. They still loved us. You guys are pioneers. We love you, the grandfathers, but we wasn't participating as much. You know what I'm saying? You had Pac and you had Big and you had Naughty and you had Tribe. I mean, it was crazy. You know, see, you had Fugees. It was crazy. E, Dr. Dre, Snoop, like it was crazy. But we were still there. People still love us. We wasn't participating. Hip hop had changed. Along comes Pete Rock. Now, what does Pete Rock do? People got to understand something. Remember, I just said it's never old school. It's all brand new. So if you listen to the Down with the King album, all of the guys who were the most powerful entities in the 90s produced the record for us.
Yeah.
EPMD, Eric Sermon produced the record for us. If you listen to that record, sounds like an EPMD record.
Right.
Tretch and KG produced a record for us. If you listen to that, sounds like a Q-Tip produced. So everybody who loved us, who was killing it in the 90s, produced. We sound like them.
Yeah.
Pete Rock, who was killing it, they reminisce over you, producing and remixing everything, had so much sound, vision, and understanding of what this hip hop thing is about. So when we get to the Pete Rock song on the Down with the King album, he just brings me and Jay to his basement, puts that beat on. Now check this out. Puts the new beat on. This is a new sound.
Yeah.
New beat on. Then he goes over to, remember what I said, an ingredient for hip hop that you can't say you hip hop if you don't bring it up to me. And you're just making records and stuff. He goes over to the turntables. Now, most producers produce the beat, the rapper go rap, they put the record out, you don't have success. He does the beat. We could have just did the beat. But he said, no, this is Run DMC. These dudes are hip hop. He goes over to the turntables, takes out our previous record, Run's House, and the part where DMC goes, reporter's clock, producer's jock, you want to be down with the king. He takes that and starts scratching that. It's just saying, whoa, Jay loses it. So they arrange the record. Then when we get to the studio, this is what Pete says to me. D, you ain't gonna sound like Eminem. You ain't gonna sound like Jay-Z. I want DMC stuff. I said, he gave me permission to be, I can do me. Yes, go in there. And I said, as long as I can have the echo chamber, the old school echo chamber like Sha Rock. And I went in the booth and he said, D, who are you right now? What are you doing? And I answered him, I've taken the tours. I'm wrecking the land. I keep it hardcore because it's dope, man. These are the roughest, toughest words I ever wrote. And history's made. So Pete Rock just gave you the formula. Hip hop is about keeping it real. I don't have to change. I can't even move my mouth faster than Eminem.
Right.
His success was doing that. I ain't got to do that. Pete was like, give me the rhyme you wrote when you was in 10th grade. Put that on the record. Because that's the timeless thing. The age and the eras don't matter. And that's the beautiful thing about hip hop. So Down with the King was Run DMC's Aerosmith moment. And
Yeah.
what, you know what I'm saying? Once Aerosmith solidified that walk this way with us, they here forever.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
question. That down with the king moment is what makes us relevant forever.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, look, listen, I will always say y'all are the greatest. I will never say any other name above Run DMC.
But we are the greatest.
Yes.
We are the greatest.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
are the greatest.
I got you. I got
If
you.
I had to debate that, I would say Cold Crush is the greatest.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, Kaz is in it, so
Hell yeah.
yeah, we'll see you at the premiere. Yo, man,
Right.
D, as always, man, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Salute and see you soon.
Tell your daughter I said hi.
I will. She's doing good.
Good, good.
All right. Peace.